Today on Airborne, the amazing on-again, off-again Orlando Presidential TFR. Hawker-Beech craft offers a glimpse of its post-bankruptcy future, and Cessna unveils a new Citation Sovereign. I'm Ashley Hale. Welcome to Airborne on Aero-TV. When it was announced that President Obama would be in Orlando the day before the official opening of the NBAA convention, we almost hoped he would be offering an apology to the industry. But we settled for an early exit by the president before things got really bogged down at the area's airport. The president departed Orlando at 8:30 Monday morning, earlier than originally expected. NBAA President and CEO Ed Bolin said, quote, "We understand that the president's cancellation is related to considerations regarding Hurricane Sandy's impact on the East Coast. NBAA and the business aviation community are likewise concerned about those people who may be in the storm's path, and our thoughts and prayers are with them at this time." End quote. The organization was making contingency plans for getting people into area airports and working around the TFR. But fortunately, a lot of that won't be necessary. The NBAA Host FBO Showalter Flying Service reports good traffic and no major issues, and more importantly, a can-do attitude for everyone flocking to Orlando Executive. And if you do make it over to Orlando Executive, be sure to tell Bob Showalter and what has to be the hardest working line crew in all of BizAv, well, at least this week, that the Aero-News crew says hello. In addition to progress reports on the developing M2, Latitude, Longitude, Caravan and TTx programs, Cessna introduced a new version of its popular Citation Sovereign BizJet. ANN's editor-in-chief Jim Campbell has the details.
Thanks, Ashley. In addition to expected updates on the M2, the Latitude, the Longitude, and the TTx, there is apparently a new Citation Sovereign. $17.8 million a copy, but we understand from Uncle Scott that, well, quantities of discounts are available. At any rate, the new Citation Sovereign now has a range in excess of 3,000 nautical miles, its range having been increased by 150 nautical miles in total. But for the moment, the new Citation Sovereign will include a G5000 Garmin avionics suite, be powered by the Pratt & Whitney PW306D engine. New cabin amenities include the Cessna Clarity cabin management system. There is improved short runway performance. There is now an integrated auto throttle assembly. Winglets have been added for the first time to this line, and improved ground cooling performance has been added to the mix. The aircraft is being displayed here at NBAA 2012 in a current configuration and has apparently been flying for the past year. For the moment, we'll see a little bit more on the Caravan side with upgrades expected there, with the current top of the fleet now boasting 867 horsepower. For the Aero-News Network, Airborne and Aero-TV, I'm Jim Campbell.
Meanwhile, Scott Ernest, president and CEO of Cessna Aircraft, is updating the company's outlook for the business jet market. Ernest said, quote, "Although we remain very much in a spot market with considerable uncertainty, we believe Cessna can achieve a modest uptick in deliveries of Citation business jets this year. Looking forward, given softness in global economic markets and political and budget uncertainties in the United States, it appears that global demand for business jets will be challenging again next year. Nonetheless, we believe that the business jet market is a very attractive market with excellent long-term growth potential." Ernest continued, "As a result, we continue to invest in new and upgraded products, such as our new M2, Sovereign, and Citation X models, all of which are scheduled for rollout in 2013, plus the new Latitude and Longitude business jets planned for introduction in 2015 and 2017. Kestrel Aircraft Company held a news conference Monday afternoon to announce that Cox and Company of Plainsville, New York, has been chosen to supply the ice protection system for the Kestrel aircraft currently under development. Kestrel President and CEO Alan Klappmeyer said that the electromechanical expulsion de-icing system is a perfect fit for the aircraft's mission profile. Meyer says eMeds allows effective ice removal while retaining a laminar flow wing, which is a critical factor for achieving high speed and reducing drag and fuel consumption. He said the eMeds also has a lower lifetime cost than other de-icing systems. When we come back, more from the opening day of the NBAA convention in Orlando. You're watching Airborne on Aero-TV.
For 60 years, Aerosonic has been a leader in aviation products and equipment. From this heritage of quality and precision comes the next generation of standby instrumentation. The OASIS multifunction standby display system is uniquely designed to be the most flexible and affordable system of its type on the market today. Stop by NBAA booth number 3733 for a demonstration of this exciting new product, or check us out on the web at aerosonic.com.
One of the things I really love early in the morning is coming to the hangar before a business trip. It's quiet, gives me time to think, about what I need to do. Business aviation lets me travel on my schedule, and that's one of the things I really love about business aviation.
You've likely been hearing about convergence for a while now. Normally it refers to a couple of technologies merging together, like smartphones and cameras, or maybe your TV company now providing broadband. At True North, we think about convergence a lot. Our cabin communication systems do a lot more than just communicate. They enable your lifestyle in the sky. At True North, convergence is about enabling communication, entertainment, and comfort. All of that is possible because of our open cabin system and its application-centric design. That's why, in addition to hearing more about convergence, you're going to be hearing a lot more about True North. Contact us, find out how we can help you fly, connect, succeed.
Meet SAM, the new 2-inch standby attitude module from Mid-Continent Instruments in Avionics. SAM offers selectable horizontal and vertical orientation like no other, guaranteeing the perfect fit within any panel. Learn more at flysam.com.
Welcome back. If you'd like to suggest a story for Airborne, Aero-TV, our website, or our podcast, drop us an email to news-spy@aero-news.net. Hawker-Beech Craft traditionally holds one of the first news conferences of the annual NBAA convention. And this year, they took the opportunity to outline some of the changes that are in the works at the company as it moves through its bankruptcy proceedings. Tom Patton has that story.
Ashley, Hawker executives Bill Boyster and Sean Vick laid out the company's plans going forward after it emerges from bankruptcy at the NBAA convention this morning. Boyster said that the company was operating pretty much business as usual, and Sean Vick said the current economic conditions are being considered as the new normal at what will soon be known as just the Beechcraft Corporation. Boyster said that there are a lot of decisions that remain to be made, particularly about what to do with the jet business. He also said that the next dates in the bankruptcy proceedings will be November the 15th, when there will be a hearing on many of the issues that have come before the court in a filing that was made just Monday morning. Boyster also laid out what the process will be going forward in the bankruptcy proceeding. He expects that the company will emerge from bankruptcy at some point in the first quarter of 2013. Boyster said the T6 program is in limited rate production. He also said that he fully expects to win the LAS contract from the United States Air Force when that contract is put back out for bids. Meanwhile, Sean Vick got to announce the good news in the news conference. He talked about a new airplane that'll be based on the Premier airframe. That's one of the jet airframes that may be going away with the sale of the jet business from Hawker-Beech Craft. So one new airplane announced here today, at least in development, that's going to be market tested throughout the course of the convention. He said that there could be 2 or 3 more new airplanes coming along, all of them in the turboprop or high-end piston line. So the bottom line message is that the company is going to go back to what some might say are its roots in the turboprop and piston lines of aircraft. Both executives said they're going to be going back to the product lines that are most profitable and what they know best. You can find more on aero-news.net. For Airborne, I'm Tom Patton.
Well, in the midst of all this amazing electronic wizardry, sometimes things can still go wrong. And with that in mind, Aerosonic has introduced its new OASIS. The newest product in the Aerosonic stable, the OASIS standby display capitalizes on their transition from mechanical to digital instrumentation and provides an affordable and innovative standby solution. The flexible design allows for two displays to be driven by one remote sensor unit. The separation of the sensor from the displays allows for installation of the display where less than 3 inches of clearance exists behind the panel. The display's unit's thin design fits in the smallest and most shallow panel spaces, while the ASU can be placed in any convenient space in the aircraft, eliminating running pedostatic plumbing through the bulkhead. The OASIS is available at less than the cost of traditional instruments and eliminates additional costs associated with repair and calibration of older mechanical gauges, while reducing system weight compared to conventional backup instruments. Well, Nextant Aerospace has certainly got out of the gate quickly with its remanufactured 400XT business jet. The company said at a news conference here in Orlando Monday morning that it expects to close on over $100 million in sales this year, with an order book backlog in the neighborhood of $175 million, and that's a pretty nice neighborhood to be in right now. The company is also showcasing new rigged winglets for the airplane, which provide improved performance both while climbing and during high-speed cruising at altitude. The winglets, the first of their kind on a business jet, are expected to be certified by the end of the first quarter of 2013. They will be a standard feature on the 400XT going forward, and all 400XTs that have been delivered to date will be retrofitted. Dassault launched the Falcon 2000 LXS at their Monday news conference at the NBAA convention. The new airplane offers improved airport performance, payload, and cabin comfort compared to the Falcon 200 LX, which it will replace in 2014. The 4,000 nautical mile Falcon 2000 LXS will allow the operator to access more airports because of a new full-length inboard slats, which give the aircraft category-leading airport performance and balanced field length. With a typical end-of-flight profile, the Falcon 2000 LXS will need just 2,206 feet of runway to land. With full fuel, the Falcon 2000 LXS will have a payload of 2,190 pounds, a maximum takeoff weight of 42,800 pounds, with a balanced field length of 4,675 feet. It will have a 6-passenger capability. Dassault expects the price to be $500,000 more than the LX model and $4.5 million more than a 2000S model. Mid-Continent Instruments and Avionics introduced an advanced 2x5-inch standby display at the NBAA Meeting and Convention in Orlando, Florida. The MD302 Standby Attitude Module is an entirely self-contained solid-state instrument that provides attitude, altitude, airspeed, and slip information to the pilot during normal operation or in the case of primary instrument failure. SAM is a compact device specifically designed to fit in less panel space than a standard set of 2-inch mechanical attitude, altitude, and airspeed indicators. Its unique 2-screen display features selectable horizontal and vertical orientation. This allows for flexible cockpit installation without extensive rearrangement of equipment or the need for recertification of relocated avionics. Weighing only 1.6 pounds, SAM is lighter than just one of the 3 instruments it is designed to replace. TSO certification is expected later this year. A Gulfstream G150 set 4 city pair speed records in September, flying from Savannah, Georgia to Barbados, Barbados to Cape Verde Sal, Cape Verde to Libreville, Gabon, and Libreville to Cape Town, South Africa. The aircraft was on its way to the 2012 Africa Aerospace and Defense Show in Cape Town when it set the multiple records. The G150 fleet thus far has flown more than 123,000 flight hours and achieved more than 85,000 landings. In addition, the aircraft is certified in 42 countries. Meanwhile, a G280 aircraft set 3 new city pair speed records in June, flying from Dallas to Teterboro, New Jersey, Teterboro to Jacksonville, Florida, and Jacksonville back to Dallas. Gulfstream's new super mid-sized aircraft has now established 7 speed records since setting its first in May. Get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at Aero-News.net. And join us again tomorrow for another NBAA dedicated edition of Airborne here on Aero TV. I am Ashley Hale. Thanks for watching.